Morning,
Mr.
Mr. Scott, Mr. Parker.
Sir.
Hello, John. How are we doing?
Pretty
We're
good.
doing well.
Pretty good.
Brother
How about yourself?
Good
Brother
morning,
Parker.
gentlemen. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Fikens. Good morning, Mr. Reed.
Of course,
Yes,
my sage fraternal brother,
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Scott.
Brother Reed, always my distinguished and humble pleasure.
Always good to see you, sir. Always.
Good morning, everybody.
Mr.
Hey,
Mr.
Mr.
Yancey. How we doing,
Right.
Brother Yancey?
Good.
Yancey. Mr. Yancey, I didn't get that number for Mr. James Walker, I believe it is.
Okay. I have to
You can email it to me later or text it to
okay.
me. Or, yeah.
going on, boss? Hold on.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving today as your presiding judge. Good morning to those who are in our Veterans Court. Good morning, good morning. We are going to start off on this morning. Everybody should be here. The docket is scheduled for 8:45 a.m. So good morning to all of you. We're going to start off this morning by placing appearances on the record, and then Ms. Wilson, we're going to show our video. All right, let's start with the attorneys.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Veterans Court, Drug Court, Specialty Court, Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, and good morning again, Judge.
All right, good morning to you, and your motion is granted. Mr. Fikens?
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make a similar motion.
All right, good morning, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted. Let's go to Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, Mr. Yancey. Any preliminary matters for my consideration?
I don't believe so. Just some promotions
Yes,
potentially.
I think I have them.
Okay.
All right, wonderful. And then let's go to Ms. Parker. You're up next.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jimmy Parker, Veterans Treatment Court mentor.
All right, good morning, Mr. Parker, and thank you for your service.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Scott?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Thank you. Kevin Scott, veteran mentor for
All
Veteran
right.
Specialty Court.
All right, thank you, Mr. Scott. Good morning to you, and thank you for your service on today. All right, good morning in the courtroom, Ms. Mack, Officer Locke. Good morning to both of you.
Morning, Judge. Good morning, ma'am.
All right, very good. And then I am, did Mr. Fry join us? Yep, Mr. Fry is here. Everybody's here. Where's
morning.
Mr. Henderson? Mr. Henderson with us?
I believe he's on his way, Your Honor. I know he's privy to this morning, so I'll give him a call, but he is privy to the morning. I actually talked to him yesterday.
All right, well, we're not gonna wait on him. Miss Wilson, there's a short clip I want you all to watch. And so, Miss Wilson, if you could share your screen and start the clip. Be prepared to tell me what you learned.
My son, Ryan Matthew Garcia, was poisoned by fentanyl. He was so amazing. He was the sweetest kid ever. You know, when he was little, we had, we used to tell each other, I love you more. I love you to the stars. I love you, to the moon. And one day he said, Mom, I love you in a circle. I said, a circle? He said, a circle never ends.
After his passing, you go through all your pictures. And I started seeing, since he was younger, him wearing crowns. Like he would pick up a Burger King crown, or we'll be at a quinceañera, and you know how they have the photo shoots, and he would always pick the crown up. And it was always a crown. Anywhere that he would see a crown, he would put it on, and he'd be like, I'm King Ryan.
It was a joke, Tyrone. He made that name for himself. He said I was his black uncle, so he had a black name. He was just a man of many characters, so that was a joke for him. He was a jokester.
He was very fun to be around, like all the time. He knew how to make me laugh, and he knew how to even make me mad, because he would come in my room and leave the door open and leave the light on. And everybody knew that I hated that, but he would always do it.
He was funny. He just lit up the room every time he walked in. Everyone, Billy's here, Billy's here, Billy, Billy. We were always just so happy to see him.
I told my girl I saw him from a different light because I came in his life later, so I saw the young man, not the kid. He was strong, He would come to me, and because I coached youth sports, and he said he wanted to play football. And the one thing I always remember, I said, well, hey, you're going to be a freshman this year. Go play football. But me playing sports now would be the hardest thing to do, to go walk on the field for the first time without a parent taking you, without a parent dropping you off, and have the courage to go do it knowing you may fail horribly. But he did. He went and joined the team, and he got to practice on time. He had some woes. He had an uphill battle, but he did it.
I had everything going for him. He would always talk about his job. When he would come over, my son would just follow him around. You know, just looked up to him. He was excited to graduate.
He's just full of life and had so much more life to give and so much more love to share with everybody.
I was in bed and it was at 2:30 in the morning, and I've never done this ever. I woke up my man and I told him, babe, I was like, something's going on. Can I get a prayer? At 2:30 in the morning.
It being 2 in the morning is a quick prayer, you know? A couple words thrown together and we lay back down. And she's like, no. I need something to cover the kids. And so I said something about our kids, you know? I wasn't thinking about anything else.
He gave me a prayer for protection of our kids, and I went right back to sleep. And about 30 minutes later, at 3 o'clock in the morning, they were waking me up, and they told me that Billy had passed.
My older brother called me around 2:30 in the morning, and he couldn't speak. Like, I just answered, I was like, hello, and like, he was just crying and crying. And I was like, Bubba, like, talk to me, what's going on? And his girlfriend had to take the phone from him, and she was like, baby Billy is not breathing. And it just shattered my heart.
He took a Percocet that he didn't know had fentanyl in it, and February 11th, I got a call that he wasn't breathing. And all I remember is from that, screaming, if they let me hug him, he'll come back to life. I don't really remember getting there to him. I don't really remember. I just remember screaming.
The morning of his passing, he was supposed to get his braces off. And that same day, he was supposed to also have an appointment to get his driver's license. So that big day was a very big day for him. And so he had a lot going for him.
He did graduate. He did have his credits and all those things, and his sister was able to walk the stage for him, which we were, that's a whole nother emotion and feeling, but we were proud of her for doing it. She's young, and you know, she stepped up and had to fill some big shoes for her brother that day. And that was really, really hard for us as a family. You know, I think while we were there, we were kind of wanting to second guess if we should have went, because, you know, you see everyone in these chairs, and, you know, you have his picture in his chair with his robe wrapped around him.
Life is a legacy, and I think he fulfilled it. You know, he was somebody that had a job. He's somebody that helped raise his sister. He's somebody that cared for his mother. You know, he's somebody that, you know, spoke on faith to his cousins. You know, he did a lot of things that grown men don't do. And so I think he lived a legacy, you know, maybe not 30 years, 80 years, but in a short time, he had a legacy.
If you know something, definitely say something, because I knew that he had taken Percocets like 2 weeks before he passed, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want him to like be mad at me, and I didn't want him to hate me or like just anything. So I just kept it to myself. I didn't want to say anything, but all it takes is one pill, and I should have said something.
It's the hardest thing to live without my son.
I've learned this is one of the hardest things that our family has had to do. I've learned that
I absolutely hate the word overdose because he didn't overdose. He didn't take something that he wanted. He was poisoned.
All right, thank you, Ms. Wilson. I appreciate it. I'm going to get some feedback on this morning. I'm going to start with you, Mr. Aubrey. What'd you get from the video? Uh-oh, we can't hear you. Let me ask you to unmute.
Okay.
There you go.
I got a lot of it. A lot of it I experienced as a young child, watching my brother overdose on heroin. You got to say something. Your life impact a whole lot of other lives, as well as your own.
Yes.
Life is precious, you know. You take a chance, and with the chemicals out today, you don't know what you're taking.
That's it.
So it's best to abstain, especially for those kind of drugs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Very
No.
good. So you said something important. He didn't know what he was getting, right?
Yes.
May have been just trying it once or twice, just because it gave him whatever he was looking for. But he had no idea he would be taking something that would end his life, right?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. Thank you for your reflections. Anything else, Mr. Aubrey?
I see that even at work, you know, people still doing it. They still do it. And
Taking
don't
pills
think
from
about,
other people.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I just look at it and I shake my head. How can you do this? Especially at here, where it's nothing but steel and fire. You know what I mean? Wells. You know what I mean? That can cause death or dismemberment. So I don't know. It just saddens me. It really does.
Yeah.
Especially bring up some bad memories that I've had with people in my family who did those kind of drugs.
Mm-hmm. And it's a reminder too, Mr. Aubrey, for those who, if you know somebody, especially if you love them, that maybe they're dibble dabbling, or I mean, I tell people all the time, one of the very first things we learned as kids, my mama said, you don't take nobody else's medicine. You don't take medicine from nobody. You need something, you come to me. You know, I know what I'm giving my child. And so that was just ingrained in me, never to take anybody's medication, whether it was over the counter or whether it was, prescription. And so sometimes we relax our standards, and it's a reminder. I shared this video with you all because recently, if you haven't seen in the news, where the gentleman was arrested, I can't remember what city now, but he was marketing these pills as oxycodone, but it was actually fentanyl. So that means he had so many in his possession, and of course he's innocent until proven guilty, but he had so many in his possession, he couldn't have been taking them. So that means he was probably selling those things to people who thought they were getting oxycodone, but they were actually getting fentanyl. And they had no idea, because that's the way they were marketed, as oxycodone. So it's a reminder, so that we don't, we make good choices, and we remind the people that we love and the people close to us that, hey, that one time could be really your only time, because you may check out of here. And so, and then we want to be mindful for ourselves as well. Mindful for ourselves. So thank you for sharing, Mr. Aubrey. Thank you. I'm going to hear from Mr. Fry, then I'm going to come back to you, Mr. Aubrey. All right, Mr. Fry, what did you get out of the video?
Well, I got that the young man was very loved. He was loved by his sister, his aunties. the brother who was in there. I guess he was dating one of the aunties, and it's just a sad situation that people, the young folks, are trying these new ways of getting high or whatever, and it's just unsafe, and it's it makes no sense to me that, you know, the way they tend to just try stuff now. You know, this is something that's manufactured. It ain't even no natural stuff. You know, it's a manufactured drug, and people don't care. You know, just like I heard they make the things look like gummy bears or whatever, and candy and Skittles and stuff. You know, the drug dealer don't care. You know, they'll kill you just to make the profit. So, you know, it's a video that makes you aware and opens your eyes up. It needs to be shown to young people, you know, in the high schools and the elementary schools, because it's just it's terrible now. I mean, it always has been terrible, but I mean, now they making stuff look like candy. That just makes no sense to me. You know, usually people cared about kids. You know, now they don't care about the kids no more. So it's a learning experience, and it needs to be shared deeper.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate your attention as well as your feedback. Again, awareness. I just think that we can do a better job of not only being aware ourselves, but aware of making things aware to people around us, people we love, people we care about. So with that, thank you all. I'm going to shift gears for a second, and I'm going to go to Mr. O'Brien. Mr. O'Brien, I have case number 210-611-8501. State your full name for me. Mr. O'Brien.
Excuse me. Yes, Your Honor.
State your name for me.
Marcus Lane O'Brien.
All right, Mr. O'Brien, did you know on this morning that Mr. Yancey has recommended you for promotion to phase 4? You are doing it, Mr. O'Brien. Are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are ready. Listen, I'm going to have Mr. Yancey make the record as to why he's recommending that you be promoted. Mr. Yancey?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. O'Brien, he's been really doing well. He's had some challenges that he has been overcoming as he's been with this process and with us, Your Honor. You know, he's in compliance with all the major parts of our program, and we've had a lot of talks, and every time he has a challenge, he finds a way to overcome that challenge. And he's gainfully employed. Now he's always been, but he's been back to work. And every time we ask Mr. O'Brien to do something, he's been able to do it. So he's compliant with all the conditions of the phase that he's in currently. And we look forward to him being in the next phase and completing the terms of that phase, Your Honor. So he's in full compliance. He's doing well. No matter what's in front of him, Your Honor, he has the right disposition to overcome it, and he has done that, Your Honor. So we would really love for him to be in the next phase, phase 4.
All right, very good. There was no objection from any of the team members asked to Mr. O'Brien. Anything anyone wants to add?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. O'Brien, on the promotion. You're deserving. Keep up the good work. Be proud of yourself. We're proud of you, sir. Be safe. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And if I might add, Judge, Mr. O'Brien, you've done it. You've taken care of your business. I saw the smile come to your face when you told you were going to be promoted. It just shows the seriousness that you give to this program, and we're so very proud of you, sir. So keep up the great work. Thank you, Your Honor.
Donna, I want to good morning again, everyone. To congratulate Mr. O'Brien. Everyone's already said what I was going to say, but I do want to add that Mr. O'Brien, the challenges that he has been through since he's been in the program, he has a way of bouncing back, and that's a good thing. You know, we've talked, and you know, he's encouraging to me as well, whether he knows it or not, because, you know, all during the time that we're talking, he encourages me that, you know, he says he's, you know, staying with the program. He's able to sometimes, you know, that mind tends to start doing things, and but he does not. He doesn't yield to it. He don't give in to it, and I just want to encourage Mr. O'Brien. You know, and congratulate you at the same time, to keep on doing what you're doing, because you know, it's not a matter of how fast, it's the perseverance, and so that's what he's doing. He's persevering, and I again, congratulations on your promotion to state to phase 4, Mr. O'Brien. Thank you, Yana.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. Awesome. If nothing else, I need everybody to join me in congratulating Mr. O'Brien on his promotion to phase 4 and thank him for serving our country. Congratulations. And thank you, Mr. O'Brien.
Thank you, Yana.
you. All right. All right. You're on your way, sir.
Yes.
All right. Very good. All right, Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a face-to-face with Mr. O'Brien on April 4th at 10:35.
All right, April 4th it is. Did you get that, Mr. O'Brien?
And I did. I did.
You said you did? Okay, wonderful. I want you to have a great day, great rest of the week. Congratulations to you. Continue to work hard, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. I will. I will. Definitely
right.
will.
Very good. Congratulations to you again. You are free to leave.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye-bye. I'm going to go now to James Fry.
Bye.
I have case number 210-456-7901. Mr. Fry, unmute and state your full name for me.
James Devlin Fry.
All right, Mr. Fry, how are you this morning?
I'm doing fine, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm doing well, doing well. We had an opportunity to staff your case on, I think it was yesterday. My days are all running together. It was yesterday. And so it's my understanding that you are doing well and that you are working your program. It was also brought to my attention that you're getting some good feedback, some good responses from other entities and other people because they're noticing your progress, your individual progress. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I'm participating accordingly, Your Honor, and I'm talking to my counselors and, you know, giving them all the information I can and taking their feedback from it and learning what I can do to better myself and to continue the work that I'm putting in for this program. And I'm enjoying it. You know, I'm not bumping up against it or fighting against it. I'm going with the flow of it, and I'm absorbing what's necessary, what's given to me, and just trying to give them back the feedback about my personal life and what I do in life and how I have to carry myself forward, you know, and continue to be an example for the family that I have and just enjoying life. You know, this is not a hindrance, but a blessing to keep me moving forward.
Yes, awesome, awesome. All right, Mr. Fry, I'm very proud of your progress, proud of you for the progress that you've made. Are you having any challenges, any difficulties?
I'm not going to say they're difficulties, but there's always going to be a challenge here and there, and with doing something new, or doing something, or shaking off the old things and putting on new things. So there's people coming around you who expect you to do what you used to do, and you have to tell them that I'm a changed person now. I'm a new beginning. And so therefore, you have to show them, not just tell them, but you have to show them. So therefore, I'm in the act of showing folks that,
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome, Mr. Fry. What do you need us to help you with, if anything?
Mr. Yancey is consistent. I'm talking to him and as well as my counselor. So, I'm just staying with the program, the continued conversation, the continued meetings and stuff like that. It's just necessary. And I'm just complying with the situations.
All right, awesome. All right, Mr. Yancey, on yesterday you reported that he's in compliance. Has anything changed, or is there anything you need to add this morning?
Your Honor, nothing has changed. He said something that kind of epitomizes himself. He's an active shower at this time. It's not so much what he says, he just shows you that he's changed. And
Yeah.
you either have to deal with it or move away from him. So that's a good thing.
That is.
And I'm sure he feels good about that. So we just want to continue to encourage him. Everything is the same as what I reported yesterday.
All right, awesome. Mr. Scott?
Good morning. Thank you, Your Honor. I have to be perfectly honest and transparent. I have not spoke with Mr. Fry since the last time, but every time I see him, I think that Barry Gordy has joined us. He looks just so.
He really does.
I had to look and see who this man was, and he's handling his business so well that it's like I truly take him off my radar. But kudos to you, Mr. Fry. It just speaks to your, as Mr. Yancey has said, just your focus and your drive to do better, and it shows. I mean, it shows every day because you present like you own Motown. So
there you go.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Fry, does anybody else tell you that you look like Barry Gordy?
No, I never heard that before.
Oh, okay. I said that a couple of hearings back to myself, and I'm thinking, well, maybe it's just the view, but you said it. You said it. All right, very good. Anything else from any of our other team members as to Mr. Fry?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Fry, good report. You're working the program. I heard you say you were working the program. You're not fighting the program, and that's good. Keep up the good work, sir. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job. You have a great attitude. Stay safe, and thank you for your service.
Thank you, sir.
And Judge, I'd just like to repeat to Mr. Fry, you are doing the work, you're putting in the effort, it's obvious. Keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. Do you have any questions for the team, Mr. Fry?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
All right. If not, Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Yeah, and I'm gonna have a face-to-face with Mr. Fry on March 28th at 10:35.
All right. Very good. Did you get that, Mr. Fry?
Yes, March 28th, 10:35.
Yes, sir. All right. Before you leave, I need everybody to join me in thanking Mr. Fry for his service to this country and his service to us. Thank you, Mr. Fry. We appreciate you. Thank you,
ma'am.
sir. Thank you. All right, you are free to leave. I need just 1 second and then I'll be ready to do Mr. Henderson. All right, thank you for your patience. I'm ready on Mr. Orlando Henderson. I have case number SP 1104886, counts 1 and 3, and case number U59843121. Mr. Henderson, good morning. State your full name for me. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Let me have you unmute.
Good morning, Judge Holmes.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Tired.
You tired? What are you tired about?
I just got off of work, Judge.
You just got off from work. That's a
Yeah.
good reason to be tired. That's a good
Yeah.
reason to be tired. How's work?
Yes.
How's work going, Mr. Henderson?
It's going steady. It's
Okay.
going steady. But I think I'm working a little bit too hard for my age.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm 66. I'll be 67 in September. And
Wow.
I'm running around there like I'm like 30 or something, and I'm not sure if I should be doing that, but it is what it is, and I'm doing it. I'm doing a good job, so I'm gonna keep on doing it.
All right. Well, I want you to make sure, Mr. Henderson, that you are taking very good care of yourself, okay?
Yeah, I'm taking my vitamins and I'm taking my blood pressure medicine, and I'm active with Mr. Yancey, taking my drug screens and things like that. And I'm doing everything that you asked me to do. So
All right.
uh, you know, there it is. I'm uh I'm done paying my fine.
I heard. Very good.
And yeah. And I just want to be off of probation. I feel like I got my wings and I'm ready to fly, and what I'm saying, be back out there, what I'm saying, doing what I need to be doing. I'm a deacon in the church, and I'm praising God, and I'm looking forward to, what I'm saying, having my freedom.
Okay, well, Mr. Henderson, you do have your freedom. You are not in jail. You are working your program without issues. And today, Mr. Yancey has recommended that you become one step closer to completing the program by being promoted today to phase 5, which is our final phase. What do you think about that?
I think that's awesome, but what I'm saying, I won't be finalized until, what I'm saying, I finally, what I'm saying, have my wings so I can, what I'm saying, feel like I'm not a prisoner anymore.
Well, you're not a prisoner. I don't know where you're getting that from, but listen, you have your wings, sir. No matter where you are in life, there will always be boundaries. I don't care who you are, where you work, where you live, there will always be boundaries. So we all have some limitations and restrictions in our lives. And so listen, you're in this program, you're doing a great job. I want you to continue to do that. You're in your final phase. Well, you're going to your final phase on today. All right. And you want the benefits of having worked this program. You don't want to throw all of that away, right?
I don't want to throw anything away.
There you go.
I thought, saying that I've done everything that the court asked me, what I'm saying? I've been to the Elmhurst home, I've been to domiciliary, I've been working this thing, and
Yeah. And you're doing a great job. You just got a little bit more to do, okay? Little bit ways to go. That's it. All right. I have your commitment to do
when you say a little ways, you know what I'm saying? What's this? Another year? What?
Oh, no, not another year. Of course, not another year, Mr. Henderson. No, you're going to phase 5. And so that's the final phase. And Mr.
I
Yancey,
don't know. I don't know what that means.
Okay, so let me say this to you. I know you have that participant handbook, so I'm gonna encourage you to pick it up. It'll give you all the details about phase 5. But if you can't find your participant handbook, what I'm gonna have you do is reach out to your case manager, Mr. Yancey. Mr. Yancey, spend some time with him, letting him know what he has to do in phase 5 and that he's almost there. He can almost reach out and touch the finish line. And so, Mr. Henderson, I don't want you to become impatient now, because you've been working this program and doing so well. You might as well finish to the end, okay?
If you say so.
I say so. I do. I say so. Listen, you have 3 charges that are here at 36 District Court. When you successfully complete this program, all 3 of those are dismissible offenses. Yep, they are, right? Yep, his are all dismissible. Yes. And so you're gonna leave here with a clean slate from us. So come on, don't grow weary. You're almost there, okay?
Yes, thank you.
And it's not another year, sir. Not at all. Nowhere close to a year. Nowhere close to 6 months. No.
Okay.
Have some conversation with Mr. Yancey, okay?
I will.
All right. But thank you for sharing how you feel. That's important to me. I understand you get to the end and it's like, I'm ready. But you've got to work with us just for a little bit longer, okay?
Okay.
All right. I thank you for your commitment to do that. Listen, Mr. Yancey's going to tell you real quickly why he's recommended you for promotion, how great you're doing. Mr. Yancey?
Yes, Your Honor. So Mr. Henderson, he has been doing well. When I started managing Mr. Henderson, he was well into the program. So it was just some things that we had to do that's taking him a little longer because he either wasn't privy to him or wasn't set up for him. But he's been on track. He has done what we've asked him to do. I had talked to him about his fines and costs, so he started paying his fines and costs. So he just recently got that paid. Mr. Henderson had to get used to me talking to him weekly for a while, so he's probably sick of talking to me. But other than that, he's doing well, Your Honor. He's definitely a great candidate for the final phase of our program. He's been diligent. We want to reward that diligence, and he just needs to be a little bit more patient. And he's in the final stretch of our program, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Mr. Scott, do you have anything for Mr. Henderson?
Just real quick, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Henderson, I don't know if God has cursed me or blessed you, but we have the same birthday, Your Honor. So I'm very familiar with Mr. Henderson. And I know when he went to Elmhurst, he went there literally kicking and screaming, literally. And Mr. Henderson, seriously, you and I have had plenty of conversations. To see your transformation through this program is nothing short of remarkable. You are handling your business. Your level of responsibility is phenomenal. I've talked to his case manager just very recently, as yesterday, Your Honor, just to check on him. He said he's doing very well. And these last little few minor hurdles that you have to navigate to get to the finish line is well worth it. You are truly a testament, Mr. Henderson. You should be very, very proud of yourself, because I am very proud of you from watching you come and grow in this program. So just hang in there.
Thank you. All right. Anything from the attorneys as to Mr. Henderson?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Henderson, on your promotion to phase 5. Veterans Specialty Court does not last forever. It will be over before you know it. Keep up the good work, sir. You're doing a great job. You're at the last phase. We're proud of you, Mr. Henderson, and be proud of yourself. And stay safe, take your medication, especially those blood pressure pills. I know what they're about. Keep up the good work, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Reed.
And if I might add, Judge, Mr. Henderson, I can't say it better than Mentor Scott said it. You just, made a remarkable transformation to me, the way I've seen it, and you've done it with grace and dignity, and we're very proud of you, sir. Keep up the great work.
Thank you, Attorney Falcon.
All right, very good. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Henderson on his promotion to our final phase of our program, Phase 5. Congratulations, Mr. Henderson.
Thank you.
Congratulations. All right, you doing it. Hang in there. Mr. Yancey, tell him what's next.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm gonna have a face-to-face with Mr. Henderson on April 11th at 10:35. But I'll continue to talk with him weekly, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Did you get that, Mr. Henderson?
Yes, yes, I did, Judge Holmes. That's April 11th at 10:35.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Henderson, get you some rest today and
Yes.
continue to work hard, but don't let them work you too hard. Take good care of yourself, okay?
I sure will.
All right. Good to see you and congratulations to you again. You are free to leave.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay, team, I have some dates for veterans that I need to place on the record. I am going to do that at this time. I have for Aaron Adams, case number Z8081351. For Mr. Adams?
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry about that. I was muted. For Mr. Adams, we're gonna have Mr. Adams come back on March 21st at 8:45.
Mr. Yancey, is that one of our observation days or not?
Oh, I'm sorry. We can't do that.
Okay.
It's gonna have to be that's gonna have to be March 28th, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I don't have my calendar sitting in front of me, but it sounds like it is. All right, let's go to William Aldrich, 210-448-6001.
Yes, Your Honor. We're gonna also have Mr. Aldrich come back on March 28th at 8:45.
Okay, thank you. I have for Clarence Dillard, case number Z8054161.
Yes, Your Honor. We're gonna have Mr. Dillard, that's my person. We're gonna have him come back on March 28th at 8:45. I'll probably be recommending a promotion. He's really doing great.
Awesome, awesome. All right. And then I have for Dennis McKinley, 210-567-6801.
Your Honor, I believe we're gonna have him come back on, according to the notes, April 4th at 8:45. Or maybe it should be 28th. I was just going by the notes I saw. But we'll have him
He's in phase 5 though, but it should be the following
the
week.
following week. So we'll have him come back on the 28th.
Yeah.
Your Honor.
All right, March 28th. Very good. All right, awesome. And then I do have LaTanya West. Should she have been on the docket, case number 210-626-0501? Who has Ms. West?
I think she's the other specialty court judge, isn't she?
I don't know. Miss Matt, can you look her up and make sure she wasn't placed on the docket by accident? Okay, while Miss Mack is doing that, please know that we are a specialty court. So hang in there for us. We're going to go into recess. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate your service, Mr. Scott and Mr. Parker. And so just be on standby for us in the event something happens. We always hope that it doesn't, but you know how that goes. All right.
Yes.
All right. Very good. You all are free to leave. Miss Mack, I need to know about LaTanya West, and then I see we have an Ayers at 1:30 p.m. I don't know who put that on my docket, but that's fine.
I'm not certain on that, Judge. That should not have been on the docket. I have put them, that should be in courtroom 533, so.
Okay, so that 1:30, I have staffing for mental health court.
Yes. Correct. And then for Miss West, I'll have to double check her date. This is not her regular day. Her regular day is tomorrow, Wednesday rather. So I'll double check the date and I can let you know.
All right, and I believe she should be on Wednesdays, and it should
Yes.
be at 10:35, but check, and if it is, just move her for me. If not, then we'll come back at 10:35.
Okay.
Okay? All
Yes,
right,
Judge.
everybody. Thank you all. I'll see you
Thank
all
you.
later.
Thank you, Judge. Thank
Take
you.
care, everybody.
All right.
Goodbye.
Take care, Your
Have a
Honor.
good day.
You too, Mr. Scott. Miss Wilson, and I'm sorry, Miss Mack, keep the courtroom up for a moment, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna take us off live though.
Judge,
Yes.
I'm on the phone with DPD. They have Raycon Watts at the DDC.
All right, let's get him on for an arraignment. Tell how quickly can they get him on for arraignment? I knew it.
Yes, have them drop. Yes, can you have them log into Judge Holmes' courtroom right now?
And
All
it'll
right, thank
be
you. Okay. Sorry, Judge.
Miss Mack, I'm gonna give you a call. Are they gonna do it right now?
Yeah, she's calling over to DDC right now for them to zoom in right now.
All right, very good. I'm gonna give you a call. Shoot a message to Mr. Fike, and somebody needs to get back on for Raekwon.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a call right now.
Okay, Judge.
Let me know when we're ready at the DDC.
Good morning, Your Honor. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Good morning to you.
Let me get my camera together. Good morning.
No problem. Miss Mack, did the attorney get back on?
Mr. Fikens is, should be zooming in at any moment.
You
Oh.
ready? You ready, bro? You gonna step on the black line? Face the camera.
Oh,
Say your full name.
Raquan what?
Look up together, right?
all right.
I can't, my shirt keep coming loose.
Mr. Watts,
Hey,
Miss Mack,
hello.
can you read the case number? Wait a minute. I need Mr. Vikings.
I ain't in no serious trouble and nothing. It's just people need to know I'm on tether and I just going to the wrong places, wrong time.
Mr. Watts, I'm not hearing it today. I'm not.
Oh. Trash right here behind you, bro.
Miss Mack, can you read the case number into the record? Come on, Mr. Vikings.
Yes, Judge, he has 3 cases.
Go right
First
ahead.
case number is 22044140001. Then 22044834001 and 23044115001.
All right. State your name again, Mr. Watts.
Raquan Watts.
All right. I sent you to treatment and you were supposed to stay there. You left.
I already had somewhere to stay. I don't stay there. I stay with my cousin. I don't
No,
want to be.
sir. No, sir. You're under the court's jurisdiction right now. You have to stay where the court deems is appropriate for you to stay. You don't get to just pick where you want to stay. And now look at you, Mr. Watts. You were in great shape when I discharged you to go to a facility, and now look at you. You're not in great shape anymore. Mr. Fikens, have you joined us? I need to wait for an attorney to come on. Can you please, Ms. Taylor, go ahead and place your appearance on the record for him. There's Mr. Fikens. Ms. Taylor.
Mr. Vikings.
Hello, Judge.
Can you hear me, Your Honor? I can hear you now. Go ahead and place your appearance on the record. Miss Taylor. I don't know. Ms. Taylor,
Just a second.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Okay, there.
All right. State your name for the record, Ms. Taylor.
Yeah, my apologies. Jasmine Taylor, Specialty Court Case Manager.
All right. And Mr. Fikens, go ahead and place your appearance on the record.
Thank you, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Raquan Watts is before us. He's at the Detroit Detention Center. Ms. Taylor, can you just put the recent facts on the record? Because I think this is the second time that he's walked away from where the court has ordered him to be.
It's the third, Your Honor, but yes, Mr. Raquan Watts was referred to residential treatment at Sobriety House where he absconded against the court order, and this happened on March 7th, 2023. And I do want to put on the record, he was admitted there on March 6th, 2023, so he spent the night and left that following morning.
All right. And Ms. Taylor, is he on a Wayne County committal tether?
I don't believe he was, Your Honor.
Because he's got, you have a tether, right, Mr. Watts? I think he does. Mr. Watts, you have a tether on? I can't hear you.
I think he said yes.
He said yes. Okay, thank you. All right, I'm almost certain it's a Wayne County committal tether.
I'll have to double check, Your Honor. That may be correct. I just have to check.
Well, either way, Mr. Fikens, what do you want to say for your client?
Judge, as to the arraignment aspect of this matter, we would stand mute, wait formal reading, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea. Certainly would ask for personal or nominal bond in this case. But I know that Mr. Watt has continued to run away from the places where he has been placed by this court, and he needs to work issues out, communicate with Ms. Taylor, and take this matter seriously, and I hope that he can do that.
All right.
Your Honor, and I want to verify I have the answer. He does have a committal order with 45 days jail time.
Right. Well, he's got to go on that committal order. And so I'm sending him over to the Wayne County Jail. Ms. Taylor, give me a date. Let's do 2 weeks out just to keep status and see how he's doing and all of those good things.
Okay, Your Honor, that date will be March 29th, 2023 at 9:00 a.m.
All right, very good. So that's the time that Ms. Mack, that I'll see Mr. Watts, and it'll be by way of Zoom, but he's going today over to the Wayne County Jail. Please mark his case for the specialty court that Ms. Taylor works in so that he can get the requisite services that he needs over at the jail. Anything else for my consideration?
No, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Watts, we're gonna work to get you back to where you were before, okay? No? All right. Well, we'll
Leave
talk
again,
about,
every time you take me to sobriety homes, I'm gonna just keep walking up.
okay. All right, Ms. Taylor, make sure you put that in your notes. All right, what's unfortunate though, Mr. Watts, is that we're trying to help you. And
You don't control me. You're not my mama.
no, I'm
You don't have
not.
to keep. Yes, yours.
I'm
You
not.
don't have
Where
to
is
keep
your mother? That's a good question. Where's your mother?
I can get out in 90 days or less. And you don't have to keep telling me what to do, and I can get out this tablet. And I can be
Where's
free.
your mom, Mr. Watts? I'm just curious. Where's your mom?
My mom stay on 1260 Avon Street.
Okay.
I don't have to go to the county. I don't have to keep going. I don't have to go to the county today. You don't have to take me
today. Why?
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do a crime. So why am I going to jail if I didn't do a crime?
All right.
I don't have to go to
Let's
jail.
get you together, Mr. Watts. Thank you at the DDC. He's going to the Wayne. All right. Thank you all for getting on. Thank you, Mr. Fikes. Thank you, Ms. Taylor. We'll be on standby as usual.
I'm not going.
All right. You're muted. Thank you in the courtroom. Ms. Matt, get the paperwork over to me so that I can sign off on it. And we'll be on standby.
Okay, Judge.
Specialty court, y'all. Specialty court.